Welcome to Parenting Tips with Dr. Glow on the WDKX Podcast Network, where the conversation never stops. Parents, we have so many decisions to make, and today I'd like to talk about a gentleman named Jim Abbott. Jim Abbott was born in September of 1967. His parents were teenagers. Hear what I said. His parents were teenagers when he was born. And at the time he was born without a right hand. His parents realized that they needed to make a decision. And they decided very early on to treat his lack of a right hand as a challenge, but they realized that even though it was a permanent handicap, I should say, he could overcome and do things beyond expectations. So what happened? They encouraged him to play sports and engage just like his other teammates would engage. And in engaging in those sports, he soared. He fell in love with baseball, and he practiced over and over again with throwing a rubber ball against a brick wall, and it would come back, and then he would catch it as it rebounded. So he would take the glove, the baseball glove, put it on his right arm, throw the ball with his left hand, shift that glove quickly so that he could catch the ball with the left hand. He was relentless. He developed that skill, and he was encouraged and supported by whom? His parents. They let him know that despite not having a right hand on his arm, he could perform just like the other children on that baseball team. Parents, we can make a decision that will impact our children for life. So he practiced, he practiced, he practiced. He mastered switching his glove from his left hand to his right stub, as a stump, I should say, and quickly was able to transition in throwing that ball and doing what he needed to do in the sports. He did so well, Jim did so well that he was recognized in sixth grade as a standout in Little League, and he was a pitcher. Batting was not a challenge for him. He was able to hold that ball with hold the bat with his left hand and kind of support it with his right arm, or what he referred to as his stump. His story was celebrated by ESPN at the ESPYs this year, and he was given the Jimmy V Award for Perseverance. Why was he celebrated? Well, from Little League, he went to college. And in college, he soared and excelled. And then he went to Major League Baseball. Parents, our decisions do impact our children. Remember what I said. They were teenage parents. They made a decision. They encouraged and supported him. He went on to play for 10 seasons and he played for several teams, including the New York Yankees. So he received the Golden Spikes Award when he was a college player. He pitched for the Team USA in baseball and the 1988 Summer Olympics, and that team won a gold medal. He was drafted, as I said, by Major League Baseball in the eighth round, and he played those 10 years, as I said, and he was able to master the game as a professional, and he did pitch a no hitter for the Yankees in 1993. The gentleman is amazing. So, guess what he's doing now? He's doing motivational speaking for children and teens and adults who have some type of physical disability, and he's encouraging them to not allow it to cause them to not participate or do the things they would like to do. His decision was based upon his parents' decision. We as parents have to understand the value of influencing our children in a positive way. Many times, parents are influencing our children in a negative way with negative comments or negative behaviors. But mom, dad, supportive adults, guardians, family members, let's look at changing the narrative and making an impact in the lives of our children in a positive way, just as Jim Abbott's parents did. Thank you for listening to Parenting Tips with Dr. Glow on the WDKX Podcast Network. My question today is, who can you influence in a positive way? Not just your children you birth, but also children in which you come in contact with.